What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back.
Going way back to the early days. Rockin' it.
Got red stuff.
Money days. You know how we do it.
Give it, party people, something funky to listen to.
Y'all ready for this?
I'm going way back.
Yes, indeed. It's the Going Way Back show. Your home for classic hip hop, raw and uncut. I'm your host, Money B.
Money B.
Of course, with the lovely co-host, Ty Teasy.
Time
And
teasy.
DJ always.
What up, what up?
Giving us them beats.
Yes, sir. De La blessed us.
Didn't they?
Yes.
Now, we're going to get right into the show, but real quick, since we're talking about it, for the hip hop heads, recently, this weekend? What day was
Valentine's
that?
Day.
Valentine's Day. De La Soul offered their entire catalog for free to download for like 25 hours to commemorate the 25th year in the game.
Yes.
And also, I guess they're going to be promoting their new album called You're Welcome.
Yep.
And I'm definitely saying thank you, De La.
Thank you, De La.
They made my library complete.
Complete for
There was
real,
a couple
right?
albums that I didn't have.
Anything you lost, you got it back.
For real. That's what's up. So, we got a interesting show. We're gonna get into it, but before we do, like I always want to do is find out how my co-hosts have been doing and what's been up with you, Ty Teasy.
Hey, Time.
Hey, just been chilling.
Just been chilling.
After all that.
After all that, I gave
that,
this big
just
elaborate
been chilling.
introduction.
Well,
just been chilling.
Saturday, we went to go see About Last Night with Kevin Hart and Regina Hall.
Oh, how was that?
It was just okay. It wasn't right along, so it was just okay.
It wasn't right along.
Yeah, it wasn't as funny as
I mean,
right
they're
along.
all not going to be the same, you know.
Well, we expected him to be a little bit more over the top because he was starring and not co-starring.
True that.
So it's starting to look like he's being taught. We can hear you guys in there.
Yes, we. Oh, there we go.
It looks like he's starting to be typecast. But other than that, I went to a birthday party, an 8-year-old birthday party. Happy birthday, Mira.
Yay, happy
and
birthday.
That's about it. That was my weekend. Fun stuff. Oh, and went to Goodwill. I dropped some clothes off at Goodwill.
Very
So,
nice, very nice.
Nothing non-hip-hop. So
I don't
there
hear
we
you,
have
Money.
it.
Oh, you cut me off too. Oh, there we go. See, they got to get it right. I heard
Let's
them in
get
there
it
talking
together.
shit about us.
Brothers up in
Not
here.
just- We heard y'all, motherfuckers.
Uh-huh.
What about you, always?
I had a concert that we did for the Living Advantage youth out in El Segundo at the Driving Automobile Museum.
Okay.
Very nice turnout. DW3 was a band that performed.
Okay.
And Miss Shanice Wilson blessed the mic with
Shanice Wilson.
Man, she killed it too.
Did she?
Yeah, she hit that loving you note.
Yeah,
She can still hit it, dude.
I'm not even going to attempt it.
Yeah, please don't.
Please don't. We want to stay on air.
I want my eardrum.
Right?
Okay. And how was your weekend?
Well, actually, I'm going to talk more about earlier this evening, just a couple of hours ago. I took part in a panel at rappages.com at Bite-Size Studios down the street.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a
Hollywood and Vine.
Hollywood and Vine, right where the W is. You can see inside like some TRL shit.
Drop.
Yes, right, baby. I was there. But it was a panel with cats that were actually involved in the We're All in the Same Gang, the West Coast All Stars.
Nice.
So you had D Barnes from Body and Soul, Def Jeff, who wrote a lot of stuff and helped produce the track. People don't know.
Yep.
I had my man Lou Ski.
Lou
He used to
Ski.
dance on Soul Train, but he was a dancer in the video, and he used to dance with Def Jeff, and he was dancing with New Edition at a time.
He was definitely a part of the culture back then.
Yeah, most definitely. You got to shout out to Lou Ski.
You can check out that picture on Money B69's Instagram.
Right.
There it is.
And Ricky Harris, Tadao himself, was in the building talking his normal shit, But speaking of shit, today's show, I kind of felt nostalgic and wanted to go back. Time to time I go back to a specific year in hip-hop. So we're going to go all the way back 20 years from this year to 1994.
Nice.
Now, 1994, you remember what you was doing in 94? No.
I was looking for a job. I was looking for a job.
Shit don't change, huh?
I was working.
Actually, I was probably, no, actually, you know what? I was working at Foot Locker. That's
that
where
right?
I was, yes. I was working at Foot Locker.
I think I was at
Wow.
Pacific Bell.
Just a recap in 1994. It was the year that Nelson Mandela got elected as president of South Africa. It was the first time they let the blacks vote.
That was right after he got out of jail.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
And I don't know how if it was more like a figurehead type thing.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure, but it did happen. Bill Clinton was our president at the time. He was getting his thing in.
Smoking in the
What
White
else
House.
happened in 94?
Getting his thing in somebody's mouth.
Kurt Cobain killed himself at 27. 94 was the year that we saw OJ with the low speed chase in the Bronco.
In the white Bronco.
In the white Bronco, the whole.
And the pitch and sales and Broncos.
Right. We had the Northridge earthquake.
Wow.
I was actually in LA when that happened. Top movies, Pulp Fiction and Forrest Gump. And actually, 94, Tanya, you like this, was the Friends debut on NBC
okay.
that year.
Wow, that's when they debuted.
Right.
And they still
That's when
going
it
strong.
all started.
As well as ER. But more importantly, since we talking about hip hop,
Yes.
we had classic albums like Illmatic by Nas,
Classic.
Ready to Die. 2 albums considered to be 2 of the greatest albums in hip hop ever made. Who else? Tupac put out the Thug Life album.
Meth.
Outkast, Southern
Yes.
Playalistic, Cadillac Music,
Classic.
Method Man. So we're going to hear a lot of this stuff. DJ Premier was real busy that year. He
Yes,
had
he
J. Rue
was.
the Damager, Group Home, and Gangstar put out Hard to Earn. So 1994 was actually,
It was popping.
it was a good year in hip hop.
Especially since the gas was $1.09.
Yeah, and gas was
wow.
$1.09 back then.
Wow.
I thought it was actually
$4.99
cheaper. I
now.
would have thought it was cheaper back then. But
No,
fuck
it was
it.
about that.
Let's bring 94 back at the gas station.
Which
Please.
I was driving back then.
So anyway, the first video we're going to check out is by Outkast featuring Goody Mob. And what's interesting, you get to see CeeLo Green in his original form. He kind of morphed and changed into this guy. I think it was always in him, but he was definitely a little more grimier and grittier.
I think it was his finer years. Yes.
Say what?
I think it was his finer.
You think it was his
years.
finer state back then? Yeah. I mean, CeeLo's always been dope, even
he
from
has,
when he broke out. But he's been dope from beginning till now. So let's check it out. We're gonna check out a little bit of this video, and maybe go into a commercial. This is Outkast featuring Goody Mob. Get up, get out, right here on T Radio. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That was inspirational.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I think back then I was probably smoking weed, sitting on my bed, this
That's
the
the
shit.
shit.
Right after I take this nap, I'm gonna play it again.
Man.
Right along, he was talking to you.
I think he was. No, I was doing my thing back in '94. We was grooving.
Yeah.
We was grooving. Damn
In
it.
the 90s,
In
right?
the '90s,
You're
aka
abso-
Money B from the '90s.
You're absolutely right.
You know I was. Another thing that was huge around the time was the whole Wu-Tang phenomenon. Now,
Yes.
Wu-Tang put out Enter the 36 Chambers in '93, but the following years when everybody started branching out and doing their own thing, most notably is Method Man. And I've always thought Meth from the beginning was like the tightest to me at the time. I know everybody got their favorites,
Yeah.
Raekwon and Ghost, and even later on I kind of caught on to Old Dirty. I don't think I really got it in the beginning.
I still don't get it.
I kind of see it. So we're going to run into a commercial. And when we come back, we're going to let y'all check out the visuals from Method Man. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
This is the Going Way Back show with Money B. We're going to get into this Method Man. This is Bring the Pain. Now, the album was called Tikal, and it featured the song, what is it? All I Need to Get By? What is it called? You're All I Need?
Yeah, All I Need.
With Mary J.
Mary J, yeah.
That's right. And that went it was multi-platinum hit. But I kind of like Bring the Pain because that was like the griminess, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we're just going to check out a little bit of it. You can see what I'm talking about. This is Method Man with Bring the Pain right here on the Going Way Back show
Bring the pain.
with Money B.
Bring the
Now, what I always found interesting about that video is that he didn't feature any of his Wu members in it. Do you think that was like purposely done?
Yeah, I think that was his solo shot. You know, they all had it in their heads that, you know, they're gonna come out as a group, but eventually they're gonna do their solo projects. Because that's how you make more money.
That's how you break away.
No, what I'm saying is,
you make more money.
It was a solo project. I'm just saying, like, in the video, they weren't there in the video to support. Well, you know, because, like, us, Wu-Tang is kind of like how Digital was, because everybody already had their solo thing happening. So when we all decided to, you know, we branched out and got our own deals, we always supported each other's videos and just made sure that we were present, especially when it was everybody's first one. Like, Tupac did Trap. We all went down to LA to make sure we were in that video to show support and solidarity.
Well, maybe it was just a concept. Maybe it was that just for that video, that was his concept, and it just didn't.
Maybe he didn't want to feed all those Negroes.
Hilarious.
Catering would have been way too expensive that day. He had a budget to stay.
I mean, you know, sometimes people get creative with videos, and that's the whole purpose of the video is to get creative to, you know, exploit the song that much further. So maybe it was that. Maybe it was a creative thing.
If you say so, whatever.
I'm going along with my theory.
All right, well that's what it is.
I'll feed all them Negroes.
Keep it pushing. Now we're gonna bring it back to the West Coast. The next song is actually, I'm not gonna say it's one of my favorite all time, but it is one of my favorite all time tracks.
Right.
And this is Above the Law with Black Superman. And you know what was dope about it? I mean, the track was just so funky.
Yes.
You know, and really, we go back. You know, I know everybody thinks of Warren G as the originator of G-Funk, but I'm told that Above the Law actually had a hand in that as well, of creating that sound. And you know, I like the video and the song, just the whole subject of Black Superman. Like, he's the one that's taking care of everything. You know, when everything's fucked up, they look at him as the Black Superman. And we're going to start this video off in the second verse with Cole 187's verse. I think it was the most poignant. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of upset I didn't see Hutch tonight, because he was part of the We're All in the Same Gang.
Yeah, he couldn't make it.
So I wish that everybody or more people from the situation would have showed up, but shout out to you if you didn't make it. So let's check it out.
They getting old.
This is Above the Law with Black Superman right here on the Going Way Back show. Nas keeps it rocking. And what's crazy about that's from his Illmatic album, and you could pick any song off that album. Like, I was trying to pick which one, and I just basically kind of just put my hands over my eyes and just pointed to it.
That one.
So, without further ado, fellas, speaking of Young Nas and everything that's happening in the biz, let's get into a little old school new news with Time Teasy.
Time Teasy.
What you got?
Thanks, man. Okay, so Nas is actually celebrating his 20th year anniversary of Illmatic. So Xbox will be creating a music series based on his life, which will be called The Street Dreams. Street Dreams. This 30-minute episode will be featuring writings from Nas and his music contribution. There's no timeline to when that is coming out, and we will keep you posted on that.
I knew she was going to stop.
Did y'all like the pictures I picked out?
No, I'm just laughing at you because I knew you was going to pause once you saw it.
No disrespect.
No, I'm sure.
Some taken.
Okay, so John Singleton has agreed to do the Tupac Shakur movie.
Nice.
He will be rewriting and directing the movie, and it will be with Morgan Creek Productions, and the production will start in the summer, I believe in June. Chuck D is the ambassador for the Record Store Day 2014, which will take place on April 19th. This event started back in 2007, and what this event is, do you know about this event?
No, I don't.
Okay, it's a gathering of all the record store staff, customers, and artists for a huge celebration worldwide, where they will provide special vinyl and CD releases from various artists and promotional products that are made exclusively for this event, which will take place April 19th.
For the
Where
DJs.
at again?
Where is it at?
It's at all the record store companies, called Record Store Day, and they have a website. I believe it
I
was
bet
on
you Amoeba's in there.
that logo.
Gotta be.
Amoeba's like the biggest record store we got.
Right,
Close
and
to
the only one.
Right. No more
No
towers.
more
There's a couple
tower.
of- No, there's record jungle out here. You know.
But also probably mom and pops if they're still open. Is that one in Long
Right.
Beach still open?
Ah, Record Store Day. Check it out.
Thank you. Nice.
Thank you.
I don't know. VIP. I don't know if it's still open.
Yeah, because they were having some issues. Okay, let me keep this going. And this will be my last time talking about this creep, George Zimmerman. The second fight that was rescheduled to be like a UFC fight has been canceled.
Great.
Trayvon Martin's family didn't want the proceeds from that fight. So the promoters respect their wishes and canceled that fight.
And they did the right thing because they're gonna hurt him even more. You see, he went on there begging, talking about, oh, I'm homeless and I ain't got no. It's like, so
Yeah.
Stay homeless.
think
Right.
about that before you pull the trigger.
Exactly. I don't feel sorry
Florida
for him
is
at
a
all.
fucked up state. I got no.
Moving on.
Man.
Little Kim. Congratulations to Little Kim. She's pregnant with She's pregnant.
With the yeah, with the what?
With the what?
She's pregnant by Mr. Papers, who's a rapper. This will be his second child.
Mr. Papers.
And he has a son named Little Papers.
Ah,
I'm just wondering, what is her child going to look like?
like a zigzag. I call it a little ziggy. Little zigzag. A little Papers.
She's going to have the plastic surgeon right there. Like, okay, my baby got to look just like me. Okay, and I'd like to send our condolence out to Andre 3000. He lost his father last week on February 12th. His father's name was Lawrence Walker. He died of a heart attack. He was chopping wood for the fireplace, and after he was found dead outside.
Wow.
Heart attack. Huh?
Yeah, heart attack. So prayers goes out to Andre 3000 and his family. And lastly, happy birthday to Dr. Dre. Today he turned 49. And happy birthday
Dre
to
Day.
Dre
Jules
Day.
Santana. He turned 32. Now, I don't think that's the right age for Jules, because it seems like he's been in the game since he was 13 years old. Is that accurate?
No.
Yeah, Wikipedia lied on that one. So I think he's probably at least 40-something.
Who, Jules Santana?
Yeah.
I don't think so. He was
I think
younger.
He came in it.
Because he was like 18 in like 98 or something.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it said he was been in the game starting 1994. So
with what record?
I don't know. I don't remember.
He ain't on my 94 list.
And
That
that's
shit ain't true.
And that's this week's Old School New News on the Going Way Back show.
Yay.
With my man, Money
Going way back show with Money B.
B. Money B.
Listening to Unbelievable by the notorious B.I.G.
B.I.G.
otherwise known as Biggie Smalls. You know, it's weird because you guys know the reason that he is notorious B.I.G., right?
No, tell us.
He, at the time, because, you know, his first records, he was Biggie Smalls.
Right.
But then, I guess there was another artist, some little pop white dude. His name was Biggie Smalls, and he had rights to the name, so they had to...
He did it the legal way.
Yeah, he had to change his name, but everybody still called him Biggie.
Right. I never
So-
even heard of the pop star.
Because I don't think he ever really did anything. You know, and that's why it's crazy. It's like, I don't really care what your name is if you're dope. People catch your name could be Shitty Bottle.
You
and
know,
they be like, you heard that new Shitty Bottle song?
That's tight.
It was shitty.
I'm getting everything. It
Yeah.
was shitty.
I drinking that shit.
Song sit sandwich. Yeah, that was the shit.
You know? It don't matter. What was hot about Unbelievable, or the thing about that song is, you know, he had the line when he said, play it out like Kwame and the fucking polka dots. And I know Kwame went through a lot of shit behind that. But,
Kwame
you know,
is
I
dope,
actually
though.
seen, I seen a what do you call it, a thread? You call it threads on Facebook? When somebody was debating about whether Kwame should be considered a hip-hop legend or, you know, but Kwame was dope.
Kwame was really
You know,
dope.
if you don't just really listen to it and just go by, oh yeah, he did wear polka dots, but he was a dope producer, and he actually went on to become even bigger as a producer after he got out the game. You know, he produced
To
for
make some good beats.
Mary J.
Yep.
I don't have the list of the people that he produced for. But if you look up Kwame, I guess he uses his real name, but he's done a lot in hip hop and R&B just as a producer, and he's still working. So if you catch up to Kwame, get some of them good beats from him.
Right.
What we gonna do next? Let's rock another video. I think I want to check out Slick Rick's
Behind Bars.
Behind Bars. Now, people don't know Slick Rick did 5 years in prison behind an attempted murder case or attempted murder charge, and it was for attempted murder on his own cousin. It was like some wild shit that happened. It's kind of like the story of Children's Story.
Right.
It played out. And the album Behind Bars came out in '94, and he actually recorded the song, the song or the album while he was incarcerated.
Right.
I don't know how that happened and how they made it sound that good. But I thought that this video was kind of interesting because it's depicting the things, he's talking about what happens behind bars. So I got the dude getting his pants pulled down, and there's a lot of that stuff going on. So just check it out, and then let me know what y'all think of it. Just watch the video. So
I've never seen that video
I'm curious, Tantis, what are your thoughts on that? It seemed a little graphic to me.
It was weird. It was weird. It was graphic.
And it kind of just seemed like I'm wondering, like, is that what?
Like, it does seem like that probably what goes on in jail. I can believe his story.
But it almost seemed like it was happening to him, kind of like.
Exactly.
Dog,
I didn't get that.
Seen these things happening.
I think he witnessed those things happening.
I hope he witnessed those things happening.
I would like to think he.
Yeah, I would like to think that too.
Yeah.
We just gonna think that.
Shout out to Slick Rick, man. I hope everything's okay.
He faced deportation on that, didn't he?
Yeah, and that was part of his sentence. Cause I think he got like 3 for the original
Right.
charge, and then the deportation thing.
Right.
Because he's originally from the UK, from I want to say London, but he might be from another city.
But they didn't follow through on that, right?
I mean, he's still here.
He's still here.
Yeah.
So,
Matter of fact, I'm trying to book him for a show.
that's right.
Holla back, Slick Rick.
What up?
Keeping it moving. You're listening to Instrumental for Come Clean, J. Rue the Damager. And, that was produced by DJ Premier. And like I said, DJ Premier went in that year. He had the group home with Superstar.
Yes.
That Hard to Earn album was off the chain. That was the album that had Mass Appeal on it.
Right.
And, of course, it featured DeWick. Now, we interviewed DJ Premier a few weeks ago. And if I would have thinking, I would have asked him, what the hell does DeWick mean? Like, where do you get that name from? D-W-Y, I know.
K.
Like, it's got to be
Wait a minute, I think it was an acronym.
For what?
I don't know, but I think it was an acronym because when I saw it on the thing, I think there's periods after each letter.
Is that right?
Because each letter was capitalized.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But there was no periods after each letter.
I thought there were.
It was all capitalized. Let's go to Black Moon with How Many MCs. And Black Moon, part of the boot camp clip. I always get a hard time saying it. Boot camp click. Black Moon. And that was Buckshot Shorty, Evil D, putting it down straight out of Brooklyn. Yeah, Bucktown. What?
Better known as Brooklyn, right?
Nah, Brooklyn. They was doing their thing. And of course, that was who else was out of that? Smith and Wesson, and what was that? It was one more group. Damn it!
No, it wasn't Jurassic 5.
No.
Where's your notes?
I don't have it. I'm going off the top of my head right now. It was the same because Sean Price was in the group. It was Rock. It was Rick and Rock or some shit like that. Helter Skelter. God damn it! Why couldn't I think of that? See, that's why we have the geniuses on the board letting me know.
They got a computer in front of them. That's what it is.
Oh, is that what it is? Nah, he knew that shit.
That was off the top.
Hey, what happened to the music, man?
Yeah, it's good. But anyways, they had a movement going.
You got the video?
And the album Into the Stage was actually released near the end of '93, but the video and the single for How Many MCs released in 1994. So let's check out a piece of it right now. What was dope about back then?
What?
All the videos just wanted to kind of show their neighborhoods and where they was from and how they was living. So, like I said, back in the day, that was our news.
That was the MO.
Yeah, that's how you figured out what was happening everywhere. So anytime, you seen a video, everybody wanted to represent and show what they.
This is what we doing.
Yeah, this is what
we doing.
This is what we do down here.
This is how we do it here.
Because it was very few balling MCs, and if
Yes.
you was, you kind of wasn't really trying to show it so much. I don't know. I mean, it seems like now, for the most part, everybody wants to show how large they are and
what they spending,
what they spending, and what they Bentleys they got,
Meek
this, that, and the other.
Mills.
Yeah, but I guess back then they really didn't have it. So it was like all we could do is like shit.
I got it now.
Tell your mama and them cook some chicken. We gonna shoot a video later on. So put that shit on. You know.
Got to make a lot. The neighborhood's coming.
Okay, so I'm actually guilty of doing that exact thing. You know, because I actually shot a video on my block. You know, Piano Man. If you ever get a chance to check that out.
Saw that.
That was shot on my block.
That was your block?
That was my block. That was the street I live, 63rd.
Nice.
63rd, 6 Trey,
Shout
right
out.
there. But we're going to go.
Was Spencer in the video?
My cousin Spence?
No,
Who?
the mechanic.
No, but I'm pretty sure he was somewhere smoking crack, waiting to fix somebody's car for $20.
He was good.
I mean, he was
fixed
my
them
man, but
brakes.
everybody back in the day had a Dolphin that was just on the block that you could
Fix
get anything
everything.
fixed for $20. How much you want? Just give me $20. I remember dude fixed my what's the thing that it fell out the bottom of my car? The
Your
valve that
muffler?
goes through the whole car.
Your muffler?
No, the
drive shaft?
drive shaft.
Really?
It just fell out.
Oh shit.
And it was pouring raining. And I was like, dog, I gotta get to work tomorrow. He's like, I'll fix it. He stayed up. And I was like, how much are you? Just give me $20.
Shout out to Spencer.
Shout out.
I was like, so
man.
Spence, my man. I hope he's still doing. I hope he's alive. Shout out to Spencer.
Right.
You know, I ain't been around the way in a while, but we're gonna go to break, man. Come back with some more great hip hop right here on the Going Way Back show. with
For
Money
sure.
B.
Money B.
Listening to the Odd Squad with For Show, fucking over your For Show pussy, trying to get some more pussy. You end up with no pussy, no pussy. And of course, that featured Devin the Dude. That was his group. They recorded Fat Enough. I think it was called Fat Enough for Everybody. '94. They were on Rap-A-Lot Records. I think Scarface even brought them to the table.
Right.
They actually went on to record 2 more albums under the name The Coffee Brothers. But we all know Devin the Dude for his solo efforts.
Yeah.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think Devin has a new album coming out. You know, I
I hope
believe.
so.
Yeah, I believe that he's either working on a new album or he has one coming out really soon.
I know POTUS knows.
Yeah, from my inside sources.
Uh-huh.
And you know, Devin, he's a very advocate of smoking the tree.
Yes, sir.
So he's definitely all about that. He needs to come and get on the Cannabitches song show.
I know, right?
Right? Just thinking about that. The next artist that we're gonna rock really kind of controlled that whole era, 94, 92, 93. And that's Dr. J, Death Row, and Snoop Doggy Dogg.
That's right.
And the song is Doggy Dogg World, featuring the Dramatics, who made Dog Eat Dog World. They
Right.
flipped it. And of course they had the Dog Pound, you know, Dramatics, Dog Pound. Was it just the Dog Pound and Snoop that rapped on there? Or did
yeah.
RDX? It was just the
No,
Dog
it was
Pound.
just Dog Pound.
Right, but the video was dope, as you'll see, because they went back to a whole 70s theme, and they had all the,
Pimps.
you know, all the celebrities from like the black exploitation films
Right.
and the TV shows, you know, rerun from What's Happening. They had I think Walona, Good Times. They had Huggy Bear, Fred Williams. You know, well, let's just check it out. And of
Check out
course,
the video.
featuring my man Ricky Harris, who I saw tonight. Y'all know him as
Shout out to
Tadal
Ricky.
from W Balls. This is Doggy Dog World by Snoop Doggy Dogg. That was the shit right there.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
it was.
And you know, I was thinking about Gin and Juice was just as impactful. You know, I kind of think I like that video, but I just like the visuals of the whole 70s theme
Definitely.
and everything. I thought that album and just them at the time, they were so creative, and everything that they did was just
Right
dead
on.
on,
Spot. Yep.
right on.
Right on.
It was right on. Right on, right on.
Right on. Right on.
Death Row did their thing. You know, Tupac, I think he had just came over. And Pain, which we heard earlier, was from the Above the Rim soundtrack, which was also released in 1994. And that did very, very well. It's almost time for us to get out. Before we do, you know, I want to let everybody know to definitely check out us on all social media. And I'm going to start with myself, you know, at MoneyB69, at Going Way Back Show. Of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's the Going Way Back Show. And of course, definitely like the fan page on Facebook, the Going Way Back Show. Ton Teasy, tell them where they can get you.
All social media at Ton Teasy. That's TON_TEEZY.
Always?
DJ Always at Always in Your Ear at Instagram, and DJ Always at Facebook.
And definitely check out all archives of the stream and the music podcast at goingwaybackshow.com. Make sure you tune in next week. Got special guests, friends of the family, friends of the show, our guys, Edie and Diva Pink, Edie Don and Diva Pink from the Real Talk Show.
Nice.
They definitely had a great show tonight, you know, talking about what they talk about. They definitely deal with some real issues.
Yes, they do.
And we definitely gonna get all up in their real business next week. So definitely tune in as Edie Don and Diva Pink from the Real Talk Show right here on T-Radio V will be our guests. Before we get out, you know, I got one more visual to show you guys, and near and dear to my heart because this group is from my hometown, Oakland, California. This is the Coop. You know, and if you know the Coop, they not only made dope music, but they're definitely active and in the community and definitely politically active and always, you know, fighting a good cause.
Which is a good thing.
Which is a great thing. And to this day, you know, they still tour the world. You know what I mean? Every time I holler at Boots, he's out somewhere.
Nice.
You know, they were the backing band with Public Enemy, I believe, for a while. So we're gonna check out a song.
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
Oh, and congratulations to the Roots who followed Jimmy Fallon on the Tonight Show.
Oh yeah.
Definitely congrats to the Roots and their
Roots.
album. They actually released an album in 1994. I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of the name of it. But they had the single was Distortion something.
Oh,
we're gonna get it from the Dream Team in the room. They're gonna tell us what it was. But this is Fat Cats and Bigger Fish from the album Juice and Genocide. And you know, just peep it, man. This is the Going Way Back Show. And until next time, people, be easy.
Be easy.
Peace.
It's the Goin' Way Back Show with Money B. Classic hip hop, raw and uncut.
Thanks for visiting the Goin' Way Back Show channel. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and click that like button.